Since I'm mixing between digital and film photography, I really like testing new stuff and all of that, and using the medium format stuff. I think it's going to be like a pop-up of my work. Basically, I started using the 35mm version of it because I saw in a lot of YouTubers' reviews that it was kind of experimental and all that. But I saw it that it was mostly used outdoors, and I wanted to try it in a studio because it's like the environment that I work in. I went to my local lab, Carmencita. We went to two different scanners, the Frontier and the Noritsu. And they were really invested on showing me all of the process and all of the differences. We were both very surprised when we saw the two different results. And I really like the Frontier version of it because it's more experimental. The results on the Frontier were the experimental things that sometimes I don't do, but I would like to do. And in the Noritsu, it would be like a more professional look in terms of like the standards. So yeah, I was really excited to try the 130 version of it. Whenever I'm arranging a shoot, I'm all the time deciding what am I going to do. So I'm creating mood boards all the time. I have a lot of references in my head, and yeah, and then I have to arrange the makeup artists and the ideas, the models. So I'm all the time thinking about what's going to be the end result. I just metered with the external light meter, and now I'm just checking that the exposure is correct. Now I'm mixing a lot of medium format stuff in my workflow, and I'm really expecting to see kind of the same results as in 35mm, but in a bigger size negative. So I can get more resolution when I do the beauty shots, when I'm doing the crops. It's really cool. The setup is a little bit heavy.
The setup is crazy.
Hold it there, don't move. 1, 2, 3. The first tip that I would give would be go to your local lab and ask them about all of the information. Ask for the results, the possible results that you might have. You have to know the tools, not just the film that you're using, but the tools that they are using to process your film. I wanted to try different light setups for each look. Even if I changed like a little thing, because in my head it always looks like cool in terms of temperature. Whenever I'm metering, especially for film, I always overexpose like a stop, and that's it. Maybe 2 stops sometimes, because films reacts better to overexposing than underexposing, and then you can recover better from that. And you get also different color tones, at least to my own experience. Ask your local lab and the people that are working there all the time. Because for example, if you want to maybe color correct in a easier way with the Noritsu, it's going to be easier because you get the white tones closer to reality. And here's more of a already done result. Like I wouldn't touch them, and I actually the ones that he sent me with the Frontier through all of this time, I never touched them.